Hey yo, what is good, my legendary beasts? It is your boy LilSauceLegend back at it again with these videos, and we are back for yet another legendary compilation. But just as a precursor warning, if you guys hear some buzzing going on in the background, I do deeply apologize for that. They're just doing some construction on the building that I'm in, because living in New York City apparently means that even if you're suspended 37 fucking floors above the goddamn floor, you still cannot escape the sounds of construction. But we're gonna try to the best of our ability to try and drown out that noise if it ever shows up, because they're not doing it right now, but I guarantee you when we're getting into the thick of this actual video, they're going to start it up again. But tomato potato, they're taking up too much of my mental energy. Let's start by reacting to the next 5 legendary quickies. But as counting always goes, before you get to number 5, you gotta start with quickie number 1. That sounded so wrong, but I'm not changing the name of the legendary quickies because that is just, it is just integral to the brand at this point. I've done it for so long that it's too late to change it. I've gotten so many comments of why did I name the daggone thing quickies. I'm not changing it. To give Chipotle an even bigger middle finger than I already have, I'm gonna tell you how to make their fucking food, because guess what? They don't make their employees sign NDAs. First and foremost, before this video gets started, I want to let you guys know that not everybody lives in a fucking pristine mansion. I live in the projects, if that wasn't clear by the popcorn ceiling in 2024. So to all the comments that are gonna say how this looks and how that looks, in order to assist with visual aids, I'm gonna be calling on the assistance of my avatar. So without further ado, let's get into this. Here's the recipe for the tomato salsa, the corn salsa, the cilantro rice, and the guacamole. And no one knows the marinades for the chicken and the steak because they come to us pre-sealed in a bag. So instead, to get the same flavor, use any kind of smoked mesquite seasoning, I'm using Weber, on top round steak strips and boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And if you want to know the recipe for the queso, just put this in the microwave for like 30 seconds. It tastes exactly the same. And a little bit of word of advice, when you're cutting up the onions, cilantro, and jalapenos, make sure you're cutting them as small as possible, because the bigger the pieces, the more pronounced the flavor will be. Which for said reason is why there's always that one dude on every prep team that you never let dice. You're gonna be picking that out of your teeth for a little bit. But anyway, now we're on to the steak. You put it in seasoning and let it marinate for at least 30 minutes. Then you toss it on the grill. Firm, but with a little give. Yep, he's a medium rare.
What if somebody wants theirs well done?
We ask them politely yet firmly to leave.
And once you've let your steak rest for like 5 minutes, you're gonna wanna mix up your rice and then chop your steak. So I've had a lot of people in my comment section of my previous video saying that, oh, I used to work at Chipotle and none of the stuff that he's talking about is true. Look, if you don't believe that I used to work at Chipotle, then you can take everything that I say in this video with a grain of salt. Anyway. And you could add whatever you want to this bowl in order to make it more customizable to your tastes. You could add beans, you could add lettuce, you could add cheese. Oh, specifically the type of cheese that they use at Chipotle is Monterey Jack cheese. But yeah, just put the bowl together and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider hitting that follow button. Now, this was made back when Keith Lee was doing his whole reviews of Chipotle and everything like that, and I was giving away all the recipes that Chipotle taught me because screw them, their portion sizes are way too small for them to justify being that cocky. That entire saga from Chipotle and their CEO was an entire fustercluck. Just complete tone deaf and ignoring and even in some cases gaslighting your customers about the quality of food that they themselves are experiencing, and you do nothing to actually rectify that issue. I remember back in the day, a barbacoa 3-pointer or a chicken 3-pointer or a steak 3-pointer would be like $6 to $7. Now that shit is $13 regardless of if you only get one protein or not. The 3-pointers are not even worth getting anymore. Like, this is my gripe with the whole Chipotle ecosystem at this point. It just does a lot of annoying stuff for way too much money. You're asking for way too much money from the average person to be doing all of these stupid things and be fucking up this much. And I even told people, if you are really upset with the portion sizes that Chipotle is giving you, please stop going there, because it's not going to actually affect anything if you're just giving the workers a hard time. The workers have mandatory freaking portions that they have to give out to people. And this is genuinely why I believe that most people should be working in some kind of retail or food service or customer service job at least for a couple of months. Because the way that people would talk to me when I was making their bowls in Chipotle or making their burritos would make it feel like I had a personal slight against them. Like, dude, I'm just following the corporate policies that I need to follow, otherwise I'm gonna be fired. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like this is not this is not the way that you talk to a normal person. Like, that this is so dehumanizing, and it's absolutely screwed up the way that people treat customer service workers. But during the pandemic, it was thank the freaking essential workers. But now that the pandemic is over, it's back to fuck you, make my bowl correctly. Like, fuck you, you're being greedy with the chicken. Bitch, I didn't make the goddamn policy to tell you that I needed to only give you 1 scoop of chicken. You wanted to fucking change that policy. Don't come back here. Hit them in their wallets where it counts, dude. The hell? So freaking stupid. But anyway, let's get on to the next clip. To the next short. Whatever the next thing is. Here's what's in that stack of Xbox 360 games that you always see behind me. First game is Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock. Next is Army of Two, 40th Day. Next is FIFA 07. Next is Time Shift. Then we got Battlefield, Bad Company 2. Then we got a double pack with Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Forza 2. Next is Grand Theft Auto 4. Then we got Saints Row 2. In my personal opinion, the best Saints Row game in the franchise. Then next we got Gears of War 2. Then we got the OG Red Dead Redemption. And then we got another double pack with Pure and Lego Batman. Then we got Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Sniper Elite 3, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 1 and 2, Dead Rising, Fable 2, Skate 3, and finally, Afro Samurai. Anytime that I see a GameStop or a retro game store, I always pop in just to look at their 360 games. Because I just want a physical copy of the games that I used to enjoy when I was a kid. Because as Sony clearly demonstrated earlier this year, companies can just take things out of your library if they feel like it, even if you paid for it. So owning the physical copy is the only way to ensure you truly will always have it. You know, funny thing, I actually do still collect the Xbox 360 games to this day. If I walk past a GameStop and I see that they have like an Xbox 360 section or even like a freaking mom and pop game shop that has like a 360 section, I will still go in there and scan through whatever games I don't have and then just pick them up. I think the last one that I bought was Afro Samurai and Condemned Criminal Origins, because these games are not going to stop being classics just because they're on an old system. Like, damn near, I am very tempted to just play these games in the background. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna start playing some old Xbox games from my childhood in the background of some of the shorts that I play, or even make Let's Plays of the daggone games that I enjoyed from my childhood, because I know for a fact that people still love Gears of War, like the old Gears of War, how it used to be, because it was really fun playing Horde mode in Gears of War 2 and playing multiplayer in Gears of War 1, but like, dude, this is just absolute nostalgia for me, and I miss these games, and I still play it to this day. English, Jesus. Anyway, on to the next video. One thing that I've always wanted in my dream home is a giant shower head, because I'm a very big dude. I'm 6'2", 280 pounds, and every big dude knows how much of a hassle it is to fuck around with these small ass shower heads. You're in the middle of a shower trying to wash yourself, but the fucking hot water is beaming on your right titty, damn near melting the fucking thing, while the rest of your goddamn body is colder than Eskimo titties. Like, if I was ever gonna get a shower head for my new home, it would be something like this. A giant square shower head that would be facing at an angle to you. Because I don't understand shower heads that basically make it simulate like it's raining. I don't know what kind of super mutant fucking Aquaman level motherfucker is using these goddamn things, but anytime that I use them, I feel like I'm fucking drowning. You can't breathe putting your head under this. The dude is smiling all fucking happy like Hannibal Lecter, and the chick is going through it. She looks like she's doing some monk level meditation to try and control her breathing because she knows she's fucking drowning. Long story short, I just want to be able to control when I put my head into the water and out of the water. And wouldn't this get a shit ton of water in your ear? Okay, let me stop before I go on another tangent. And this is where you can actually see the shorts format that I actually grown accustomed to nowadays actually clicking into place. I don't do that extended freaking stretch bounce anymore. I make the bounces a lot more subtle with Premiere Pro and actually shift it only like 2 pixels up and then 2 pixels down, and then make it stabilized in a normal like flat square, because doing this made it so exaggerated to the point where it actually distorted the image and made it unrecognizable. So it actually makes it so like jarring for the audience to actually see. So that's why I had to tweak it a little bit and actually fine tune it. And for those of you that are actually wondering why I got rid of the white background and actually transferred it into this freaking mosaic moving background of like leaves and stuff is because I thought that the white background of the older videos actually made the environment of all of the videos like blend together into one big white blob, and I didn't like that. So I wanted to give at least like a visual breakup so that the audience knows that they're actually watching a different legendary quickie. It actually is a way that I can condition people into understanding that every video I'm talking about something different. Not every video is exactly the same. And that's why I make it so that the gameplays are actually different. So I don't play the same game twice. I don't freaking do the same kind of concept twice. And if I do this concept twice, I am at the very least expanding on what I said previously, you know? But with that being said, let's jump into the next video. Chipotle corporate doesn't respect your intelligence. Actually, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the marketing team and the CEO actively think that you're stupid. And honestly, why wouldn't they? There was all this outrage about the portion sizes of Chipotle as soon as Keith Lee made his video.
Lately, Chipotle have not hit the same.
But then 2 months later, everybody immediately forgot and went back to eating there. I mean, hell, the marketing team even made this atrocious ass joke. If this doesn't show that corporations don't take you guys seriously and actively think that you're stupid, nothing will. And I'm gonna be 100% blunt here. The only reason why corporations are allowed to get away with this is because nobody has convictions anymore. Let me be more specific and pointed. People have convictions, but about the most stupidest of shit. People will make a big ass stink about a tweet that somebody made over 10 years ago, but will turn around and give their fucking money to a corporation who has been clearly proven to take advantage of their employees and stress out management, jack up the prices on menu items just to increase their profits. The cheapest thing on their dollar menu is fucking $3. And that's for one thing, or actively funding anti-LGBTQ plus organizations, or supporting the mass unaliving of millions of people. We live in a society where we're surrounded by people who are so entitled and prone to overconsumption that they are willing to sacrifice their morals and self-respect just for a little bit of convenience. I'm not gonna make food at home, that takes too long, he says while doom scrolling on social media for 3 hours. I would go to a mom and pop shop, but their prices are usually too high, he says while spending more than $27 at any of these locations. And 9 times out of 10, it's usually the people that aren't used to going without. And that's why Chipotle is able to get away with shit like this. Because consumerism took away a lot of people's attention span and spines. And this video demonstrates my political ability to go for the jugular, because I will willingly say the quiet part out loud, and I do still stand by exactly what I said in this video. A lot of people have lost their spines when it comes to actually sticking by what their convictions are, just for a little bit of convenience. If you dangle a carrot in front of their face, they're willingly going to just suckle on the teat of oppression and continuously give money to corporations and celebrities who obviously do not have the best interest for you at heart. So the takeaway that you should have from this video is be more discerning about what you choose to support, whether that be through means of monetization or with your own attention. Now, I'm gonna be 100% blunt with you. This video was just me speaking nonsense because I did not have an idea for that day, and I just needed to get something out, so I just spoke gibberish for like a solid minute and a half. But now I have a more refined workflow, and instead of just rambling on, I actually know what I'm going to do and what I'm going to say. And what I'm going to say right now is the 5-minute mark has passed over a while ago. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then please hit that like button down below. If you want to watch more content like this in the future, then hit that subscribe button and hit that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the things that I do in the future. And as always, this is your boy LilSauceLegend telling all y'all to stay saucy.